vezetője vált belőle, amikor elnökké választották, akkor csupán 28 évesen, és azóta is betölti a posztot. Hölgyeim és uraim, Tom Van Grieken, a flamand érdekelnöke.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear fellow conservatives and patriots, let me start by telling how great it is to be here at CPAC in Budapest. It is the third time that I'm invited and my second time here on stage. It's amazing how this conference gets bigger and better every year. Bigger, because let's face it, conservative parties are winning all over the world. And better, because year by year, day by day, hour by hour, we are proven right. Do not believe the left-wing media. We are not far right, we are just right so far. But, dear friends, let me start with a confession. My party, Vlaams Belang, expected me to stay at home because 2024 is an incredible, important year for us. Not only do we have European elections like you, but at the same time we vote for a new Flemish and a new Belgian parliament. And if that wasn't enough, we also have local elections in October. In fact, for the last couple of months, I was forced to not to participate in a lot of international events, because we all know and we all can agree, we nationalists first have to serve our own people and our own nations. But even before the actual invitation came, I knew I would make an exception for CPAC Hungary and my good friend Miklos Santo. My friends, conservatives, we are not divided, we are united. We are united against all what is wrong in Europe today. Sometimes it feels like an uphill battle, but being here among so many like-minded people, among fellow woke-busters, it gives me so much energy. You guys give me energy, you inspire me, you motivate me, and therefore I want to thank you all. My friends, as you might know, I arrived here yesterday from Brussels, but you do not have to worry. Although I came from Brussels and I'm a politician in Belgium, I won't try to ban this meeting like they tried with NetCom last week. In fact, I shouldn't make jokes about it because the banning of NetCom by the liberal and socialist elites in the capital of Europe was an absolute disgrace. The organizers had to change the location multiple times because owners of the venues were forced to cancel the meetings. Fortunately, the owner of the final meeting place was brave enough to resist the political blackmail. But still, even while the meeting was taking place, the police was used to enforce the will of Antifa thugs to try to prevent free speech. In the end, the organizers had to hire lawyers to exercise the constitutional right to free speech and assembly. This, ladies and gentlemen, took place in the city of Brussels, the so-called headquarters of the EU, shutting down a peaceful Congress, blackmailing hard-working people, sending in police, retaining democratically elected politicians, including 2 prime ministers. We wouldn't accept this in a third world countries, but it happened right under our nose in the capital of Europe. And to be honest, I'm a bit glad it happened. For the organizers, of course, it was not very nice, but it was good that it happened for the world to see. Now the whole world knows the true nature of our opponents and the battle my people, my party must fight every single day. Every time my party members try to peacefully meet in our own capital, we must go to court. Imagine the same thing happening here in Hungary, the globalists in Brussels will go completely crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, it was only after the British minister and others expressed their outrage that Alexander De Croo, our Belgian Prime Minister, condemned the ban. But make no mistake, my friends, our Prime Minister didn't condemn the ban because he likes freedom of speech. No, he only condemned it because his long desired international career might be at risk. And because he knows that the Flemish people will lead my party, Vlaams Belang, to an overwhelming victory, and that victory will end his Belgian career on the 9th of June. But probably he doesn't care. It's sad to say, but Belgium has an expertise in exporting unpopular prime ministers. We have Guy Verhofstadt, Herman Van Rompuy or Charles Michel, all ended up in Europe after they failed as Belgian Prime Minister. It is, unlike chocolate, waffles and fries, an export product we're not very proud of. And I would like to apologize one more time for that. Two of those ex-Prime Ministers, Herman Van Rompuy and Charles Michel, were appointed as unelected presidents of the European Council. Not because of their leadership, but because of their lack of national identity and their unconditional support for the globalist agenda. After they tried to govern a fake nation like Belgium, they tried governing a fake democratic union like the European Union. And let there be no mistake, the European Union is as democratic as the German Democratic Republic claimed to be. This European Union uses the same tactics as the Soviet Union once did. But like back in those days, it's the same true today. Back then, brave patriots, conservatives and nationalists fought the Soviet Union successfully. Today, it will be once again brave nationalists like you who will stop the political imperialism of the European Union. Opposing the globalists in Brussels is not a choice, it is our duty. We owe it to our ancestors who fought for freedom, and above all, we owe it to our children and grandchildren. Dear friends, why do we patriots, why do we conservatives like coming to Hungary so much? Not only because of the beautiful country and the charming ladies where we can still live and breathe Europe we all love and cherish. Not only, unlike Western European capitals, Budapest is not flooded with illegal immigrants. Not only because of the good bottles of Palinka and Tokaj, not only because we can freely state without being labeled an extremist that a man is a man and a woman is a woman, and not only because you have an amazing and popular Prime Minister who truly listens to the Hungarian people and defends the borders of Hungary, Mr. Viktor Orbán. No, we nationalists like to come to Hungary and Budapest because today Hungary is the heart of the conservative resistance against the globalist elite. In the recent years, Hungary has become the European stronghold of sovereignty, identity, conservatism, and above all the capital of resistance to this globalist EU and world virus. But with becoming a stronghold, there becomes a choice. A stronghold, my friends, has two options. It can choose to be turned inward and slowly die out, like the old forms of conservatism, passing on ashes on what once was, being the purest among the pure. But it could also choose to be an outward-looking stronghold. So, my dear Hungarian friends, keep choosing the latter like you're doing now. Send out your knights to the north, to the south, to the east, and to the west. keep looking for allies, keep looking for freedom fighters, bring them together and create new strongholds. And most of all, support outposts, even in what seems lost territories. Because you never know, these outposts might grow into new strongholds. My friends, I will conclude. My dear fellow freedom fighters, my dear fellow Hungarian conservatives, spread the message, spread the seeds of resistance in all directions. We can charge forward knowing that we, and only we, are on the right side of history. Saddle your political horses. Let us be the political hussars of the 21st century. We know what we're fighting for. We stand for freedom, we stand for democracy, we stand for our nations, we stand for our families, our traditions, our culture and our heritage. We stand for what all is fighting for, and that's why at the end we will win. Oh, thank you.